you most likely do not have a time management problem, but a decision-making problem. Harsh truth number one, you do not decide your day before it even starts. Hear me out. I can most likely tell that you don't review your day before you go to bed, and you don't even plan for the next day. And research says 10 to 12 minutes of planning your day actually saves you 2 hours of wasted time and effort every single day. And most people do not do this. And if you're going to pre-plan your day, you have to review the day that you just completed. This may be your pattern. You wake up, then you start asking yourself question, what am I going to do today? By the time you finish thinking of what to do today, time is already fast spent. Meanwhile, high achievers do not do that. High achievers plan ahead, and then when they wake up, they execute. They don't wake and check. They plan and execute. So if you do not review your day and pre-plan your tomorrow, you end up waking up in the next morning and start negotiating with yourself, and that is a lot of time wasting efforts. If you're deciding on what to do by 8:37 a.m., you're already lost, because finishing whatever you want to do by 9 a.m. is not magic. It is about decision. You decide that I want to do something important before 9 a.m. So here is a system that you can try out. Number one, do a daily stand-up meeting with yourself, like setting aside 15 minutes every single day before you go to bed, before close of work. Every single day you review your day and then plan the exact thing that you want to do the following day. Number two, define how much time you realistically have. Maybe you wake up 5 a.m. and you have to get out by 6:30 a.m. So you have like 1 hour 30 minutes realistically to yourself before you set out. If you're not going anywhere, maybe you are in the house, you are from like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. as a stay-at-home mom. Maybe 7 a.m. is when your children wakes up. So you have like 2 hours ahead of the rest of the house. Number three, list out the things that you would love to do every single morning, and that's range from your non-negotiables. First, when you wake up, you want to do your body grooming. Maybe you have like spiritual activities that you do in the morning, and maybe you want to work on a personal project. You are writing something, you want to read, you want to work out, you want to do this and that. List every single thing out that you would love to do in the morning that you feel like you never had time to do. Look at everything that you have on that list and try to fit them into the time window that you have. If you have 2 hours, how many of that task can fit into the 2 hours that you have? If you cannot realistically fit every single thing in, that is okay. What you want to do is to put in the most important task of the day, like non-negotiable. You have to put that most important task of the day there. If you are working on a personal goal, maybe that is the most important task of the day. So it definitely has to be part of the things you are going to do within that time window. Next thing you are going to be doing is to time box what you want to do. Okay, that's number four. Time box your activities. Say when you wake up at 5 a.m., maybe you get up like 5:10 a.m. and then you can decide that 20 minutes is for devotion, 30 minutes is for workout, 10 minutes is for writing, 40 minutes is for working on personal goal. You know, we are talking depending on the time that you have. Put a time limit on every single activity that you have on that list, so that you at least touch on every single task that you have. Then this way you can realistically fit in a lot of things into your time window, but you are spending less time on them, because that is what your time capacity allows. Some of the things that can also help is this. Say you're going out every single morning, you go to work, pack your bags, everything that you need for the next day, pack it and just put it by the door, so that when you wake up, you are not just thinking of where is this, where is that. You already have everything packed up, and all you have to do is just carry it and go. And that is going to free up time for you, so you can focus on the important thing when you wake up. One thing that I also do, because I work out every morning, I get my workout clothes out a night before I go to bed. I get it out so that once I wake up, I just get into my workout clothes, and then I do everything that I want to do and also transition into working out. The thing is, I already have my workout clothes ready. As truth number two, you trade your peak energy for low value input. You are donating your sharpest mental hours to other people's agenda. Your brain at 5 to 9 a.m. is prime real estate, but you're renting it out for free. Tell me what you do the first thing you wake up. You grab your phone, right? Doom scrolling starts the moment that you wake up. Everything is starting to call you left, right, and center. Email notifications, you're checking it. TikTok, you're there, consuming information that you have no business with. That is what you decided to do. From the moment that you wake up, you probably have more hours ahead of the rest of the house. And instead of you choosing to do high impact or something that gives you high value work, you're spending that time on low value tasks. It doesn't make any sense. This is for people that say, well, if I am going to finish anything by 9 a.m., then I have to wake up early. But I am not a money person. You don't have to be a money person to wake up early. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m., you should be in bed by 9. It is not rocket science. It is that simple. It's not difficult. So that you at least catch like 7 hours of sleep every single night. You literally can do it, but you're choosing not to do it. If you have more hours ahead of everybody in the house, you could use that time to work on one high impact, high value work that will make you feel like your day is fulfilled, you're done with the whole day the moment it is complete. There is something I want you to go with. Design the exact thing that you want to do every single morning. Your morning routines, get it written out so that you follow through the moment that you wake up, right? And if you have 2 hours, set out like maybe 1 hour to do all of your morning routines, and then you have 1 hour to do a focus work. And this time you are using it to work on a project you want to do, a goal you set for yourself. You are literally working on high value work that by 9 a.m. when it is done, you instantly feel like your day is complete, your day is fulfilled. You literally can do your devotion during this time, work on a certification during this time, work on a project during this time, freshen up, work out because you are trying to lose weight, right? Or you're trying to stay fit. You can pray during this time before everybody wakes up. If you're commuting to work every single day, you're not driving, maybe you're in the bus or on the train, instead of picking up your phone, how about getting to do that thing that you've always wanted to do? Maybe you've always wanted to read a book, then read a book on your commute to work. Maybe you're driving and you also want to read a book. Maybe you're listening to the audio version of the book on your commute to work. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. Impact work is required before 9 a.m. Every other thing can come after 9 a.m., but impact work is required before 9 a.m. Repeat this after me. Impact work is required before 9 a.m. Thank you. Harsh truth number 3, you live reactively. You are reactive and not proactive, meaning you literally have time for everybody else but you. You have no time boundaries. Everything is yes. Whatever they throw at you, you accept it. Whatever distraction comes, you embrace it wholeheartedly. And you can't decide on what is important and what is not. Your day probably looks like this: respond, reply, attend, fix, catch up. Meanwhile, a creative day looks like build, move the needle, then respond. Did you see the difference? A proactive day already sets a plan. There is a structure for the day already, and that is what they work with. They are moving the needle. They are doing what is important. If any distractions, anybody comes in, they keep it somewhere. They don't attend to it immediately until they move a needle. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. If your calendar is built on other people's requests, your goals will always move slower. Here is how to fix that. When you decide that between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. you want to get something done, so that by 9 a.m. you already done something that is high impact, high value, then stick to it. No matter what comes your way, stick to the plan. Now, set timers to work within limits so that you can easily transition from one task to the other. So for instance, when I do morning devotions and then I write, I read, I set like 10-minute timer for writing, 10-minute timer for reading. When the timer goes off, I stop whatever it is I'm doing and then I move on to the next task immediately. So because you have time limit for yourself, you will be forced to be laser focused. That is it. That is the important thing. When something out of your plan comes your way, maybe it's from people around the house, your child, like technical issues, notifications, anything, before you respond, take a pause. Then ask yourself questions. Is this important for me to handle right now? Does this have anything to do with what I am working on? Because if it does, maybe you want to attend to it immediately. But if it does not, maybe you want to put it somewhere and attend to it later. Especially those work emails that be coming at you when you're sleeping, or coming at you like 5 a.m. in the morning, when you literally do not need to attend to it because someone have an agenda to finish their own work by a certain time, and then they are putting pressure on you. You do not have to respond to it because oftentimes all of these things are not that important. So when it is 9 a.m. and it is work time, you will attend to it during work time. What we want to do right now is to focus on something that will move your own life forward. The point is, don't attend to things immediately they come at you. Now, this is an implementation plan that I want you to go with. Starting from today, you need to start having a stakeholder meeting with yourself. I mentioned it earlier, daily stand-up meeting every single day. You have to do it. So you are a stakeholder, everything you want to achieve in your life are your product. So you need to be having meeting with yourself every single day. And you are starting this night before you sleep. So you review your day today and also plan for your tomorrow. Do everything this night before you go to bed. Plan number 2, execute a 9 a.m. rule for the next day. So by 9 a.m. at least one high impact, high value work must be done. Remember I told you to repeat something after me. Impact work is required before 9 a.m. Everything after that, admin, catch up, whatever, they cannot happen after 9 a.m. But impact work is required before 9 a.m. And number 3, review what worked and adjust your time blocks. Now, because you're just starting out, for most people, they may just be starting out. So once you start with number 1 and number 2, then you need to review what is working, what is not working. Maybe you need to adjust your timing. Maybe you need to allocate time differently to your task. Maybe you need to look at your capacity well, if you're planning based on your capacity or not. So make sure that you are reviewing what you're doing and then adjust to what works. I want you to keep this thing in mind because we are not about hustle culture on this channel. Finishing everything by 9 a.m. doesn't mean your entire to-do list. It means finishing the work that actually changes your life. Guys, if you found any value in this video, let me know in the comment section so that I can make more of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'm going to see you all in another one. Bye, guys.